Hello students, welcome back to today's lab session. We'll move on to the next program, question number 5. So here, application of stack. Okay, you have to evaluate the postfix expression. Okay, and part B is Tower of Hanoi. Let us see about the implementation of Tower of Hanoi problem with analytics and disk. Let us see the concept of infix, postfix expression and all in the next session. Okay. So what is Tower of Hanoi then? So actually we are implementing a recursive function to have the concept of Tower of Hanoi. This is one of the easiest concept, uh, simple to remember. Sorry. Okay, there will be n number of disks. Okay, one on the other. Say the largest disk will be there at base, next to it will be there on its top, and so on. The smallest disk will be there on top. We call this as the source location. Okay, this is the source. Your job is to transfer all the disks in the same order. I mean, as it should be appeared as the same set at destination. So source to destination transfer you should do. So this is for destination. You can take one temporary location for keeping the disk temporarily. Remember, the largest disk should be there on at base. Okay, next to it should be there, say this is disk number 1 should be there at base on the destination, disk number 2 should be there on its top, and so on, provided you should not place larger disk on the smaller disk while performing the transfer operation. While performing the data movement operation, I mean disk movement operation, you should not keep the larger disk on the smaller disk. This thing you should remember. Okay, so what are the steps you have to follow then? See here, see the diagram. If you understand this, the implementation will be easier for you. Okay, you can easily understand the implementation. Let us assume 3 disks. Okay, okay, I'll consider with 2 disks. Okay, first I'll consider with 2 disks, then we'll go for 3 disks. So here is the source location. Okay, this is the tower with 2 disks. This is source, let S be source. Here is the destination and one more location temp I am taking for the sake of computation. So at a time, please remember, at a time you can move one disk. This is what the condition you should remember. At a time you can move only one disk, and smaller disk should be placed on the larger disk only. You should not place the larger disk on top of the smaller disk. Please remember this. So destination and temp, both the locations are empty. What I'll do, I'll take this smaller disk onto, either you can place it on temp or on destination. Okay, better I'll keep it on temp. So smaller disk will be placed on temp. So this is the first step. After placing the smaller disk on temp, what is remaining? So source is containing, after placing the smaller disk on temp, this is temp, say this is destination, this is source. Source containing a larger disk, smaller disk is kept on temp, destination is empty. So what I can do, source disk can be placed directly onto the destination, since destination is free now. Okay, in the next step source will be empty, right? Temp will be containing a smaller disk, the larger disk will be kept onto the destination, right? Right, what is the next step? This is the expected answer? No, what is the expected result? As it is, you should move the disks onto the destination. So how it was earlier, how it was appearing, it was appearing like this. So this is the tower, right, with 2 disks, larger disk on base, smaller disk on its top. right? Isn't it? So in the next step, what you can do, you can transfer the disk from temp to destination. This is the source, this is the temp location, this is the destination. Okay, from here to here transfer the disk, right? In the same way how source disk or source tower was appearing earlier, in the same way now the tower, the same tower is appearing at destination. Getting no? So these are the steps you should follow. Okay, you are repeatedly performing the same step. You are repeatedly performing. So here you are repeatedly performing what? You are repeatedly performing the computation of moving the disk, right? Disk movement. So disk transfer operation. So whenever repetition comes, you can go for what? Yeah, of course you can use loops, but what we are doing here, we are doing the recursive operation. So what is recursion? Calling the same function repeatedly by passing the smaller version of the parameter. Those who have studied earlier the concept in C programming, please recall. See, earlier in C programming we have discussed about the recursive function for computation of factorial, recursive function for computation of what? Fibonacci series as well, right? Please go through them once, recall the concepts of recursion, you will easily understand. So here we are implementing the recursive function. Okay, here we are implementing the recursive function for what? For having the concept of tower of Hanoi. Tower of Hanoi is very simple concept where set of disks will be there at the source location. You have to move them to the destination location provided one movement is allowed at one step. And while moving the disk, please remember smaller disk should be kept on top of the larger disk. That's it. Okay, take it for 2 disks, you will easily understand. The same concept can be applied for 3 disks also. Please take this as the exercise. Okay, please take it as the exercise. Let the source we have, let the source with the 3 disks, this is the tower, source tower with 3 disks. Okay, your job is to take, let it be having 3 disks, your job is to take to compute the disk transfer operation and place the disks as it is on to destination. This is the source location. This temporary location you have to use, right, for intermediate operations, and this is the destination. Destination should have the same set of disks later on. Okay, please take this as the exercise and perform. Let us see how to implement the same with the help of the code. Okay, it is done with the help of the recursive function. Name of the function is tower. Recursive function will be having 2 cases as you are aware of. One is called as base case and other one is called as the general case. What is base case then? Say if n is equal to 0, if there is no disk, nothing to perform, right? Simply return the control back to calling function, that is main function, right? This is what the base case. Otherwise it performs some steps, okay, which is called as the general case. As you are aware of, your program execution begin with main function. It's a very small program it is, okay, 3-4 lines, that's it. 4 lines in main function and 4 lines in user defined function. So it is asking you to enter the number of disk first. So you are supposed to enter the number of disk that is stored as n, integer value n. Then your job is to call the tower function, user defined function, recursive function, okay, with the three characters a, b, c. We are considering a as the a, b and c are the actual values we are passing, and formally it is read as source temp and destination, or S, T and D. Okay, three locations. Easy to remember, three locations there: source, temporary location as well as destination, as you can see here. So formally it is read as, you can write source, or for the sake of convenience we have used a single character: S for source, T for temp and D for destination. Int n stands for number of disk. Okay. First it checks whether the value of n is equal to 0. If n equal to 0, there is nothing to compute, right? There is no disk at all. N equal to 0 stands for. If n equal to 1, then obviously direct in a single step it will be placed onto the destination. No need of using this one, temporary location, right? So otherwise what it does is, it repeatedly calls the same function and it prints some data. So move the disk from location. Okay, move the disk percentage d. Initial value of percentage d is what? Value of n, right? Move the nth disk from one location to another location. What is the first location? To another location, from source to destination. So S to D. Okay, from S to D it will be. Then make a call for the tower function by updating the parameter again. Reduce the n by 1, so n minus 1 each time. Okay, temporary location, source location and destination location to be marked. Very simple thing. Easy to remember. Okay, please go through the experiment what we did earlier. Okay, please go through this experiment with the help of 2 disks, or you can take 3 disks as well and try to substitute the value here. You will come to know how it works and all. Okay, please leave. And one more thing about the journal. So it is already informed you all to complete your journal. Hope you are completing it. Okay, leave some space in between to write the output. Okay, let us see the next experiment in the next session. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Yeah, one more thing about recursion. You can identify this as the recursive function because a function calls itself. The tower function which calls itself. You can see the statement, function call statement here itself, right? The function that calls itself repeatedly by passing the different parameter, smaller version of the parameter, is called as what? It is called as recursive function. Okay.